Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be focusing on how to draw a realistic eye. So, you're going to want to start with a circle. And inside the circle you want to draw another circle. Make sure you're going to draw this light just to make sure that if you mess up you can erase. And we're also going to be erasing a little bit in this video. So after that, you want to draw a light line under the inside circle, just like that. After that, you want to draw a line that stays in the circle right above the top of the circle, as you can see here. Okay, so now you're going to come down with the line almost like this, and just connect that. Going to do the same on the other side. So you're going to come here and come down. Make sure you're drawing this light. It's not going to be perfect on your first try. Okay, so now we're going to erase the top part because we don't really need it anymore. Okay, so now we're going to connect this side, but this time we're going to add a tear duct. So basically just go there and then down, like that. A tear duct is basic in every eye. You're going to need it. So now we're going to erase the middle line because you don't need that anymore. So now you're just left with this not so great eye. So first we're going to add the highlight. So you want to erase whichever part you were going to be doing the highlight on. For this video, I'm going to be erasing this part, like the top right, and add a little circle there, and then fill in the rest of it. So that'll look like a highlight. So next you want to draw these very uneven lines, just like around the pupil. You don't want to make these square, otherwise it won't look very realistic. So after this, you want to color in the middle eye portion. Just really dark. You don't want this to be light. You're not going to be erasing here anymore. And you want the highlight to really stand out. And there, just go over the uneven. Okay, so now it sort of looks like an eye, but it's not quite yet. So now we're going to just add some even lines on the edge of the eye, because you're about to see what we're going to do. Okay, so now take your blending stump. It should look like this. It could have two ends, but it should look like this. So now you want to go over the outside. Don't mess with the uneven lines we made unless you want it to look like more realistic. You want to keep the highlight clear white so it stands out more. So you can make the uneven lines a bit more darker because the shading might make it look insignificant. So just go over it a couple times. You don't have to just miss it, but as you can see. Okay, so now start here, and you're going to want to kind of darken this area out. Yep, like that. Now you got it sort of looking like an eye, but it still needs a little bit more touches. So you want to start here, just come over. You want to miss this area because there's a part of your eye which is just not really part of your eye. So it should look like this. And then you want to color this in very slightly because you're going to blend this in a second. Like this. And you got it looking darker there. So now you just want to lightly go over. If your blender already has lead on it, like mine does, you won't need to go lightly over it. But just make it look a little bit more darker because your eyes obviously aren't that white. So more like that. Okay, so now we're going to add the eyelid. So you want to start down here and come more like that. Alright, so now you want to thicken this area a bit, maybe blend it in. This is not your eyebrow, by the way, this is your eyelid. So come down. So we're going to start with the bottom eyelashes. So you want to make them go out, make it more three-dimensional. And notice I'm not going to put them all the way over there, just because on your actual eye, you're not going to have eyelashes there. So now, these top ones are going to look really big, but they're actually not that. So you just want to kind of go over like that. We'll fix this up in a second. And you kind of want to make them go the other way, around here. But then again, there's not that much there. So now we're going to add the tiny eyelashes because you don't just have big ones. So basically just do what I'm doing. Just add like little lines going either direction. So it looks like that. You can blend in. You might want to erase a little bit because you don't want your eyelashes to go up to your eyebrows, which we're going to show in just a second. You want them barely going over your eyelids. So now we're going to be showing the eyebrow. So basically just come down like this and I want to go over like that. And it really depends on the way you angle your eyebrow because the eyebrows actually express emotions like surprise, angry, or sad. Right now I'm going to try to go for the surprise look. So you're going to have to darken this here. And then slowly just shade it. We'll use a blending stump in a second, but for now we're just going over like that. You want to kind of just leave it there. So now we're going to go over with my blending stump. Go over like that. And you can add the finishing touch. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it shouldn't be perfect because faces aren't perfect. But this is kind of how a realistic eye would look. So you got the highlight, you got the iris, you got the eyelids, and you got the eyebrow. And don't forget this tear duct. And so that's a realistic eye. So I hope you enjoyed watching. We'll see you in the next one.